So America, remember that time we thought 2020 was wild? Buckle up, because 2024 just called, and it's got a whole new level of crazy planned. Picture this: Donald J. Trump, fresh off another election loss, decides to throw the most epic tantrum the world has ever seen. His solution? Martial law, baby. That's right, folks. The man who once claimed he could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and not lose voters apparently thinks he can just Thanos-snap away democracy itself. Leaked documents in February 2025 revealed this master plan. It's basically a greatest hits album of authoritarianism, deploying the National Guard like it's a season finale of The Apprentice, suspending civil liberties faster than you can say Second Amendment, and of course arresting political opponents. You know, just your average Tuesday in Trumpland. This isn't just some political thriller plotline, people. This is real life. And the stakes are higher than Trump's cholesterol after a McDonald's binge. We're talking about the potential collapse of American democracy, all because one man can't handle losing. Stay tuned, folks, because this ride is about to get bumpy. Let's be clear. Declaring martial law to overturn an election isn't just undemocratic, it's straight up unconstitutional. It's like wearing socks with sandals, a blatant violation of the law of the land and good taste. Even the most conservative legal scholars are shaking their heads at this one, wondering if Trump even bothered to open a constitution during his time in office. Spoiler alert, he probably didn't. Imagine trying to argue this in court. Your Honor, my client, the former president, just really wanted to stay in power, so he decided to ignore the will of the people and unleash the military on his own citizens. No biggie, right? Yeah, good luck with that defense strategy. The founding fathers are probably rolling in their graves right now, wondering how their grand experiment in democracy devolved into this hot mess. But hey, at least we can all agree on one thing. This whole situation is so absurd, it's almost funny. Almost. Remember those history books that talked about state violence, voter suppression, and systemic racism? Yeah, well, for Black Americans, those aren't just chapters in the past, they're lived experiences. And when you hear the words martial law, those historical traumas come rushing back like a tidal wave. The potential for abuse is terrifying. Increased police and military presence in Black neighborhoods? Check. Suppression of peaceful protests and dissenting voices? Double check. It's like someone hit the rewind button on progress and sent us hurtling back to the Jim Crow era. Black leaders and activists are once again on the front lines, fighting for their voices to be heard and their rights to be protected. This isn't just about one election, it's about the soul of a nation and whether it will finally live up to its promise of liberty and justice for all. All right, people, grab your timelines and your tinfoil hats because things are about to get interesting. Remember how Trump started hinting at a third term back in July 2023? Yeah, that wasn't just locker room talk. Then came the 2024 election, the inevitable loss, and the predictable cries of fraud. By December 2024, whispers of a martial law plan started swirling around like conspiracy theories at a MAGA rally. Fast forward to January 2025, and all those election lawsuits got tossed out faster than a Trump steak at a vegan potluck. But did that stop him? Nope. In February, those leaked documents dropped, exposing the martial law plan in all its dystopian glory. And now here we are, April 8th, 2025. Rumors are running wild that Trump's planning to make his move on April 20th. Why that date? Oh, just a little thing. It's Hitler's birthday. Coincidence? You decide. The clock is ticking, folks. Let's hope democracy doesn't go down with it. Section 5, Insurrection Act versus Martial Law, two flavors of disaster relief. So you're probably thinking, what's the difference between the Insurrection Act and martial law? They both sound pretty bad. Well, you're not wrong. Think of it like this. The Insurrection Act is like calling in your slightly unhinged friend to help you move. Things might get a little broken, but you're still in control. Martial law, on the other hand, is like that friend setting your house on fire and declaring themselves king of the ashes. It's the military taking over everything, courts, police, even the local Starbucks. No more lattes for you, citizen. And here's the kicker. Trump already set the stage for this back on his first inauguration day. Remember that whole national emergency thing at the border? Yeah, that came with an Executive order demanding a report by, you guessed it, April 20th on whether to invoke the Insurrection Act. Coincidence? I think not. Speaking of the border, things are getting real down south. The USS Spruance, a guided missile destroyer, is now chilling off the coast of Mexico. Why? No one is quite sure, but the rumors are juicier than a cartel's burner phone. Some say it's there to stop an imminent invasion of bad hombres. Others say Trump's planning to challenge the Mexican Navy to a game of battleship. And then there are the whispers of drone strikes on drug cartels. Look, I'm all for taking down drug lords, but maybe, just maybe, we shouldn't be bombing another country because our former president is having a meltdown. The whole situation is like a bad action movie, except the explosions might be real, and the hero is a septuagenarian with a Twitter addiction. Hold on to your sombreros, amigos, because things are about to get loco. As you can imagine, America is currently more divided than a pizza at a family reunion. On one side, you've got massive protests erupting across the country with people demanding the protection of democracy and chanting things like, "No more coups" and "Trump for jail." On the other side, you've got the die-hard Trump supporters, the ones who still think the election was stolen and that their orange messiah is about to descend from Trump Tower on a golden escalator to save them all. It's a tale of two Americas, folks, those who see the writing on the wall and those who think the writing is fake news. And the scary part is, both sides are armed with more than just opinions. This isn't just a political crisis anymore. It's a full-blown national identity crisis. Let's take a break from the doom and gloom for a second to appreciate the dark humor of it all. I mean, the irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife, or maybe one of those tactical sporks Trump supporters love so much. This is a man who built his entire brand on law and order, but has zero respect for the actual law. He claims to be a champion of the working class while cozying up to dictators and billionaires. And the best part? He calls everyone else snowflakes while simultaneously being the most sensitive, thin-skinned politician in the history of American politics. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, except the car is driven by a guy with a bad comb-over and an even worse Twitter account. You almost have to admire the audacity of it all. It's like he's playing a real-life game of Cards Against Humanity, and he just keeps drawing the most outrageous cards. The problem is we're all stuck playing along. So what's the prognosis for American democracy? Honestly, it's not looking good. Experts are warning that martial law would be the final nail in the coffin, the death knell of the republic. We're talking about a potential descent into authoritarianism, a future where dissent is silenced and rights are trampled on, but hey, at least we'll have plenty of material for future seasons of American dystopia. Just imagine the plot lines: underground resistance movements, secret police forces, and black market trading of banned books and avocado toast. Look, I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to give up on America just yet. This country has been through a lot. Wars, recessions, even a Bieber fever pandemic. We've always managed to come out the other side bruised but not broken. So let's not lose hope just yet. Let's fight for our democracy, fight for our values, and fight for the right to laugh at the absurdity of it all. Because if we can't laugh, we'll probably cry, and nobody wants to see that. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos.